Hello everyone, welcome to another video. My name is Crypto David and today we are talking about Quant QNT. A lot of interesting and informative information in today's video, so if you want to get the most value that you can possibly get, make sure to stick around to the end of the video. Now if you hold QNT, you're interested in QNT, or you hate QNT, if you're a Link maxi, like what we see on Twitter, the Link community versus the Quant community, I think even they will enjoy today's video. Maybe, possibly. Title of the video is, in 2030, QNT will be unaffordable. Now, when I say that, I don't mean that it won't be available to retail for purchase. I mean in the sense that you won't be able to go in your DCA method for the month like what we do now and buy a couple QNT, just like that. It will be unheard of in 2030. I expect in 2030 to be in the 5-digit range for QNT. So unless you're a high net worth individual, you won't be buying a couple QNT. Even though you see a lot of hype on Twitter, also, we're still very early. We're earlier than 90% of people who will probably purchase QNT, and they'll be purchasing it at a later price than you're buying right now. Now, I can't tell you in 2030 what the price of QNT will be. I don't have a crystal ball, but usually, not always the past is a good determining factor of what the actual future will bring, like what we'll see with cycles with bull and bear markets. Now, in 2014 October, so 8 years ago today, 8 years ahead will be 2030, Bitcoin's market cap is 4.7 bill. Today, market cap is sat at 368 bill, and the body of entry is in the high hundreds of billions, high tens of billions. Back then, it was more the high hundreds of millions and hundreds or tens of millions, sorry. So what will it be in 2030? Will the top cryptos be in the trillions of market caps? Will Quant be one of those? Will Quant be the new, king of crypto, taking Bitcoin's place? We will have to wait and find out. A lot of information in today's video. So, if it's your first time to the channel, please subscribe, leave a like down below. Without further ado, here we go. Okay, so I quickly want to say thank you to everyone who watches, likes, and comments on my videos. I'm very appreciative of you taking the time out of your day to watch my videos. Now, 11 days ago, this is insane, I did a giveaway for 4,000 subscribers, and literally now, we're so close to 5K. It's blowing my mind. Also, the community section for me, it isn't cutting it, so I might create a Discord, a Telegram of sorts to step up the game a little bit in the coming weeks. Be on the lookout for that. Now, when it comes to QNT, the main question I've been asking myself the past couple of days, maybe even week or so, why is QNT pumping, decoupling from the market, and nothing else is? Well, the first one that comes to my mind is the scarcity, the supply and demand of QNT. The scarce supply in exchanges, the FOMO. There's only a certain amount of QNT left available, so retail investors are FOMOing with QNT. We also have to realize the majority of money, XRP community calls it all the money, operates outside of cryptocurrency right now. And we talked about in the last video how central banks are wanting blockchain, they're needing digital assets, and the biggest challenge that they face is interoperability, and Quant solves that. Also, Quant gilt rating was just at Cybos 2022. So I was alluding to the fact, is it institutional investors stepping in or enterprises? As we know, with new clients coming in, they're going to be looking after more tokens. So it depends on the complete size of the client, how many users are involved, but they will pay in fiat and it'll be handled in QNT. So that definitely could be a reason for the price going up. Also, the holders, I think 2.5 months ago, we were at 60,000 holders. Now we're approaching 75K. It is blowing my mind. Also, SIX Digital Exchange, we can read here, first regulated, fully integrated digital trading, settlement, and custody infrastructure for digital assets. They are mentioning and they are shilling QNT. Now we know they previously discussed with the Digital Pound Foundation, which was discovered by alongside Ripple, Electroneum, and Quant. This is the second time they have been mentioned. I will definitely be keeping my eye and probably watch this. Also, Jesse here, I wasn't going to include this in the video, but he says here, finally made it to 100 QNT. Congratulations, that's fantastic. A peon down here, that's his name, a peon, says you are buying the top, you're going to get wrecked. You have to have that long-term vision, holding your QNT and holding your cryptocurrency for the future. On paper, he has 100 QNT, and that is all it takes. If someone asks you from 2030, you got 100 QNT, when did you buy at? Oh, you idiot, you bought 200, but you bought 100 or whatever. Obviously, you want to get the most bang for your buck. On paper, this guy's 100 QNT. It's like if you pull up in a Lambo, yes, people might ask you how they got the Lambo, but on paper, you got a Lambo, so you've succeeded at that point. Also, we got Hungarian Horntail. This week, Oracle released new documentation revealing their global blockchain platform, global internet-scale enterprise-grade blockchain infrastructure, and orchestration. So mentioned is the OBP, the Oracle banking platform, and their interoperability solution. They use the Overledger as their interoperability solution, and they reduce the cost. They help banks with their business processes, transformation, strategies, all that stuff involved. I will leave this tweet down below for you guys to check out to read a little bit further. Don't want to waste too much of your time. Also, we have insane news here. Just a Tech Guy, $100 million plus licenses incoming. We also know about Oracle, the second biggest software company in the world, worth $252 billion, is public about our partnership and collaboration. For context, it's a guild reading in the Telegram. We can see here talking about Oracle's clients. These clients are not small either. Just to give you a ballpark, in a previous company, our annual spend with Oracle was in the range of $200 million. And I've seen quite a lot of people, mainly link maxis, not like these sort of tweets, or not tweets involved, but actually messages from the Telegram from Gilbert Viridian. It's very unprofessional. There's spelling mistakes and so on. But I just think it's a load of just nonsense, to be quite honest. I think it's quite informative, being quite communicative with the community. I'm okay with that. I don't see it as a problem at all, especially with information like that. Also, last tweet, the QNT, then we're going to go into market news. Tanner Anderson, QNT will be so impactful. One day Netflix is going to make a documentary about it. I think the main documentary will be with obviously Ripple versus SEC. It's a monumental moment with cryptocurrency, and depending on how the actual suit will resolve, it really depends what the documentary will be about. Will it be a dystopian documentary of what actually happened, or will it be a triumph with Ripple versus SEC? We will have to wait and find out. But I believe in the future with documentaries, there'll be ones are, what sort of millionaire are you? Are you a Bitcoin millionaire? Well, there's obviously many of those. Are you an ETH millionaire? Yes, there's many of those. Are you an XRP millionaire in the future? Or will you be, or are you a Quant millionaire? Here we have GBEX pumping 187%. Now, obviously, we saw Quant pump, had Jiggy 4x if you timed the bottom. Everyone's going crazy about that. But with these low cap cryptos, it is simply another day. And if you can play the game correctly with these cryptocurrencies, you can make serious money. But you've got to mitigate your risk. But I think GBEX for me is a good bet. And obviously the amount of zeros that you see does put you off a little bit. But I do have faith in this asset. I'm still invested, still holding. But I ain't selling for a 200% dip. Especially these low caps, they can go into the thousands upon tens of thousands of percent. Also, we have here, UK is now the largest crypto economy in Europe. That's pretty good for them. As they've said, they want to be the global crypto hub. But with the actual crypto taxes that they have here, in my opinion, I don't think that will happen. United Kingdom has seen a whopping $233 billion in raw transaction value of cryptocurrency from July 2021 to June 2022. And it's quite coincidental as well. This is happening, or this has happened, with the Quant pump. And another reason why I think this might have happened is because UK has been very clear with how much they are taxing you with cryptocurrency. A lot of countries are not clear about that, as stated below in the article, even though there is tax involved. Here we have Wall Street Silver. This is insane. Paying cash at a restaurant in Argentina, the local currency is becoming worthless. That is insane. In one previous video about XLM, I think a UFC fighter was receiving payment and he had to receive it in USDC, because if he received it in his money, it would be ridiculous. And I think workers are waiting months to receive pay because there's just so much going on. That's going to push forward a CBDC for resiliency and stability. The official inflation rate is 83%, and the real inflation rate is probably well above 100% annually. This is crazy. We talked about the inflation rate in Turkey, in Venezuela. When Venezuela, if you had $1 million in 2015, it would now be worth about $2 or something like that. Insane. Our problem is here, whether it's being created or not, and the solution is coming. Last tweet of the day is by Greg Lunt, a video of Gilbert Viridian. 99% of money still operates outside of crypto. So the immediate challenge is to upgrade legacy value networks for digital asset compatibility. Quant Network offers institutions an easy way to legally tokenize their assets and interoperate universally, all powered by QNT. As I said in the channel with Andre Kasserman, when he speaks, you listen. With Gilbert Viridian, when he speaks, you listen. That will be pretty much it for today's video. In 2030, time will tell when we see institutions have huge flows of money, capital in lockup to power the Overledger gateways. It's going to be insane. Quant will be fully implemented by that time. So many use cases, so much money flowing through, a good portion of all the money. It's going to be crazy, and I'm very excited for that point to come. Right now, I'm not buying QNT, but if I was a Quant maxi, and a lot of you probably are, I would be buying right now. I would be buying at 220. I would be buying every single chance I can get. But because I'm diversified between other assets, I think right now at these prices, there are better buys like XRP. It's just these prices for me are a little bit too high right now. But if we go down a little bit lower, even 150, I probably will buy more QNT. But as I said before, if we stay at these prices for even a couple more months, I probably will buy more. It just depends. I'm playing the time. I'm playing the time game here and waiting back a little bit, and I have enough QNT that I am satisfied with. So if you made it fun of the video, thank you very, very much for watching. Please leave a like down below, and I'll definitely see you guys in the next one.
Actually need to focus on is the institutional use of a payment using a digital asset. So a commercial stablecoin, which is issued by a bank, it's backed by collateral, and you can use it interchangeably. It's interoperable. You can use it across borders, and then it's actually settled and collated back to the central bank. And what that will do is really allow new forms of money to exist. It's a digital dollar, a digital pound, a digital euro, for consumers to be able to conduct automation, have better privacy protection. Using a new form of money gives us a way to do things which we couldn't do before. In the future, what we'll have is multiple jurisdictions having different forms of commercial stablecoins, which are all regulated as money, interoperating within their jurisdiction, but then cross-border for various use cases.